Welcome back once again. You're still tuned to the Saudi Morning Show. Our next discussion is going to be all about teaching and learning English on the right lines with the right principles as well. So this edition is very much dedicated to all of those people who are really looking towards developing furthermore skills when it comes to English language. Now, well, as we are going to be progressing with this discussion, allow me first of all to welcome Mr. Muhammad Abdul Fattah El-Shahawy to the program, who's an English teacher and a supervisor for the online teaching program.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning.
Thank you so much.
And well, joining us along with Mr. Muhammad are some of the students as well. We would like for all of you to introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Saad Al-Basri. I am 15 years old. I am studying in Italian school.
And what about yourself?
Hello, my name is Faisal Al-Badal. I'm 12 years old. I'm in 6th grade. I'm in learning school.
And for yourself, Yusuf?
Yes, my name is Yusuf. I am from Syria. I'm learning in Ta'lum school.
Okay, and
Welcome.
we'll continue discussion with Mr. Muhammad in regarding. Go ahead and tell us a little bit of your school and focusing on the online program. What is it?
This program, at the beginning, it's called Teaching and Learning English Language Online from UK with Mr. Philip and his sons, Sam, Joshua, and Jordan. Actually, I want to say something about my school at the beginning. It is located in Cordoba district, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And when I talk about my school at Ta'lum, I should mention 2 points. The first point is called originality. The second point is called internationalism. And I should relate these points with one of the most important doctors here in Saudi Arabia, who is called Dr. Abdulaziz Al-Uthman, the founder of our school at Ta'lum. So we have many programs at my school. The first program, it is from Singapore, which is called Ask and Learn. This program helps the students to improve their skills in all subjects, helps the students to answer the questions, answer their homework, and same time the teachers can evaluate them through this program. And the second point, we have another program for mathematics, which is called Mathletics. This program is very important and to attract the students to learn mathematics easily. If I talk about English department, I can mention an important series which is called Person. When I saw this man, Dr. Abdulaziz Al-Uthman, opened his heart, his mind for any teachers who want to do something for Saudi students. So I showed my idea to the principal of secondary school, Mr. Mustafir, to talk about my program, which is called, again, Teaching and Learning English Language Online from UK. So we started the first lesson recording with Mr. Philip from UK directly, with me in the class, 5 students or about 7 students. So at the beginning, the students were so afraid when they talked English. So they told me at the beginning, Teacher Muhammad, we are so afraid to talk English with native speaker of English language. So I told them step by step, try to speak English language, don't be afraid, make mistakes. So I think that, in my opinion, the first recording, they were so afraid of talking English language. But in the second recorded with Mr. Philip, they were normal when they talked with Mr. Philip online directly. We recorded many lessons at my school at Ta'lum. So with the last lesson, recording lesson online from UK with Mr. Philip, the students were so happy, normal, when they talked English. So the lesson was about education in UK. So my students at the Ta'lum school started to ask questions to Sam and Joshua. The students from UK started to ask questions for my students here at the Ta'lum school. So it was a good lesson. The duration of the lesson, I think that it was about 30 minutes, not more. So the first objective of the program is to improve the skill of listening and speaking for my students easily. Okay, so I encourage my students to speak English language, make mistakes, no problem. So we will go on in recording with many online teachers from UK, from Canada, from Australia, any country around the world. So we hope to activate this program in the future, and we are doing it these days.
Indeed. And when we talk about online learning, online classes, Yusuf, tell us a little about it. How do you find it? How has been your experience?
Yes, talking with many people around the world, knowing new cultures and the new traditions, like a class in Saudi Arabia and another class in England. The students in Saudi Arabia ask the class in England questions, and the students in England answer the question. Like this.
And what's your favorite subject in YS?
Okay, my favorite subject is English because English it's important in my studying, and sometimes it's the language of the world.
And what skills of English would you like to improve most on Faisal? I'm sure it was difficult in the beginning.
I would like to improve writing and grammar.
Writing and grammar?
Yes.
And you want to develop how to speak it even better?
I correct my mistakes to be talking, because when I talking it's gonna make me learn the subject.
To learn from mistakes. And Yusuf, do you have any online friends that you interact with?
Yes, I have two online friends from England, Sam and Joshua. We talked at the last lesson about the education in England, and they told us some information about system education in England.
And that helps you develop your English even better.
Yeah.
And Saud, do you usually talk or chat with friends from different countries that speak English?
Yes, I do. I talk with Mr. Philip, student Sam and Joshua about education in England.
And how did you see that help develop your English?
It's very good because I see my mistakes and correct the mistakes.
And Faisal, what do you usually do in your free time?
I like to drawing in my free time, and I draw or learn from any painters around the world.
And they're all incorporated with learning English is more in depth of it.
Yes, and watching videos of artists.
Right. And Faisal and Saud and Yusuf, if we talk away from the classes, away from the subjects that you are studying, if we talk about English, do you watch English television or some movies or cartoons or animations which are in English? Do
Yes,
you enjoy?
I watch movies.
You watch movies, yeah. Because a lot of the times when we are speaking literally, we have to be emphasizing more upon the need of speaking itself and just let loose a little on the grammar, on the vocabulary as well. So once you start to speak a language, you can develop so much more of your skills. But for the moment, we're going to take a look at this report. We'll be joining you right after that. Stay tuned.
It is with me, Mr. Muhammad from تعليم school. Mr. Muhammad, this is such a unique step for the Saudi school. What do you think, and what's gonna happen in the future? Are you gonna do such a unique thing?
Yeah, in my opinion, this program, which is called Teaching and Learning English Language Online from UK directly, with Mr. Philip and his students, and as you see, and we have just 8 students in the class. So I think that, in my opinion, this program will help the students to improve in the skill of listening and speak English language fast in the future. So as you see, today our lesson about education in Britain. Okay, so Sam and Joshua will talk with our students about the system there in England. Okay, especially in the class. How many students in the class? What about improving the skill of listening and speaking?
3, 2.
Okay, as you see that through this program, we teach grammar. Through speaking, through conversation with our students. I record the lesson with my students. Okay, then I will give CD for every student to listen at home and write this lesson. In the next lesson, I will discuss this lesson with my student, okay, to see his mistakes. When we record again in the next lesson, the student will avoid his mistakes. So the students will not be bored. So the students will not be bored from learning English language, especially that maybe we teach grammar alone, so the students will be bored, grammar teacher, but I want to teach them how can they learn grammar, or how can they know grammar through sentences or through conversation.
Also, Mr. Muhammad, is it the first time to do such a thing?
We recorded many times here with our students. Yes, we recorded before with our students, and many guests attended to the lesson. The opinions of my students that this program will help them to improve in the future without traveling abroad to Britain or to America in the future.
The last thing you would like to say about this program, Mr. Muhammad?
I hope this program to activate in the future in most governmental and private schools, because this program will help many students, not just in primary, intermediate, or secondary. At the same time, students who graduated from the college has got master PhD. This program will help them to speak English language fast in the future, and same time will help many people to work in famous places, especially in private sectors. For example, Aramco, you know that the main language there is English, so you find many students say to me that we hope to speak English language to work there in this company.
To the Saudi Morning Show. That was a brief report about teaching and learning English online. And we'll continue our discussion with Mr. Mohammed, Yusuf, Faisal, and Saud about their experience with the online program. And we'll go to Yusuf. Tell us about the duration of the online lesson and what did you learn from it?
Yes, yes, Mr. Sulaiman. It's about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really learn many things from this program, like how I can read the words correctly, and how I can express myself by using English language.
So it developed your vocabulary and your grammar even better.
Yeah, yes.
And Saud, talk to us generally about or any specific topic that you enjoyed from the program.
Okay, can you repeat the question?
Can you talk to us generally about a specific topic that you learned from the program?
Yes, I do. I seen with Mr. Philip and his student Sam and Joshua. We talk about the grammar and the topic
Education
for
in Britain.
education in England.
Right. And Saud and Faisal, when we talk about speaking English, do you speak English at home or is it mostly just in your classroom?
Sometimes I talk with my mother in English and my father.
And your other brothers and sisters, are you able to talk to them? Do you encourage them as well to speak more in English?
Yes, I talk with my sister.
You talk with your sister. And when we speak about English, is there something particularly that you have said in English which was a wrong sentence, a mistake that you made while speaking in English, saying something?
Yes.
That you still remember?
I asked Mr. Philip in the Skype. I said to him, "Do you visit Middle East?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "No, that's a wrong. That's a wrong question."
Wrong question.
Yeah.
So have you noticed like the mistakes you made in the beginning has improved dramatically? Because I'm sure in the beginning when you learn any languages, you say something but it doesn't come out right or use a wrong word. It may sound similar but it's different. Well, what kind of experience have you learned from it?
As I told you, Mr. Sulaiman, at the beginning, that the students with the first recording were so afraid of talking English language. Okay, so step by step, they start talking English language. Inshallah, we will apply, or we are using this program at my school now with Mr. Philip, and we will do contracts with many teachers around the world to help our students to speak English language fast.
Right.
I say to them, make mistakes.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Okay, step by step. I think, in my opinion, learn by your ears, not by your eyes. So listen to English language, try to speak English language. So yes, we find many learners of English language now want to learn English language for what? To work in important places, and when they graduated from their college, okay, they want to speak English language. One of them said to me that I know grammar, I have vocabulary, but the most problem, or the most difficult problem which faces me now, how can I express myself? How can I use English language in my work? So we should encourage our students to learn English language from now, to speak English language, express themselves. At this moment, when they graduated from the college, they can work in good places.
Absolutely, certainly. When we talk about speaking English language, like we get to see, when you speak in Arabic, now the people, the Saudi people who live in Riyadh, speak Arabic in a different style. The one in Jeddah, their Arabic is different.
Yeah,
and the one in Qasim or different places, their accent is completely different, right? I'm sure that for all of you as well, Yusuf, as you're from Syria, to Saud and Faisal, as you guys are from here, there are differences with English as well. Like when somebody is speaking English in Saudi Arabia, who is a Saudi, his English sounds different than the one like your teacher, Mr. Philip, as he speaks to you, because he's speaking the English, which is the British style of English. Is it sometimes difficult for you to understand what he's saying? You like not have a difficulty understanding the language, but because of the British accent, do you have some difficulties sometimes?
Maybe sometimes it's Mr. Philip said to us, talking with us, England English. It's
Yeah.
I think it's maybe not clear.
Not easy for
me.
them to, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and maybe American
Accent.
English, it's easy
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. What about yourself, Faisal? Do you feel the same?
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah, because until now, for myself too, even after having to speak English for so many years, and in fact since childhood, it is still sometimes difficult when you would travel, especially if you go towards different parts of United Kingdom, even in England, you will hear people speaking English in many of the different
Yes,
ways. So
right.
sometimes it becomes very difficult. But I would like to extend my best regards to my English teacher as well, to Mrs. Mariam, who was the one who taught me English language, and this was the only
She's from
subject.
Saudi Arabia. Too.
Yes, and
Yes.
this was the subject that I really liked the best
Yeah.
because of my
Excuse me,
teacher. But
interview.
we're going to be
Yes.
coming back to speak more about it, Mr. Mohammed. But for the moment, we're going to go to a report.
Yeah.
We'd be joining all of you with our cameras and the people live after this.
Go ahead.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Mehmet Mutari. I am in 6th grade 1. Today I'm going to talk about obesity. Obesity is a big problem in Saudi Arabia.
Wait, what exactly are we going to talk about?
Obesity.
Okay, tell us about it.
Okay, obesity is a big... Yeah, okay. Obesity is a big problem in Saudi Arabia. And we have types of obesity, like obesity, fakes and folks, and the important cause of obesity, like fast food, no sporting, nothing. And yeah, like that. And now Faisal, can I talk with you?
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Faisal Mbaddal.
Faisal, what would you like to talk about today?
We're going to talk about the obesity problem in Saudi Arabia and health problem. And like we see in this picture, we see this person before and after. And he's want to come back when he's after. He's want to play sport and eat a healthy food. And like when we see in this picture, like this is the healthy food and this is the bad food. And we see the carrots. Okay. The carrots have a little bit of sugar and a little bit of calories. And the cola have a lot of sugars and a lot of calories. And we see the apple has 60 calories on it. And the chocolate bar have 250 calories. And thank you.
Thank you. Hello, can you please tell us about asthma?
Yes, what is asthma? Asthma is when air can't get into your lungs and you have trouble breathing.
Do you have asthma, Maher?
No, I don't have.
What do you advise your friend who has asthma?
I don't have friends who has asthma. It's not.
Welcome back to the Saudi Morning Show. We'll continue our discussion regarding learning English online in its programs. And my next question will be for the teacher, Mr. Mohammed. And Mr. Mohammed, may you mention any other objectives that this program also teaches?
Yeah. Actually, there are many objectives for this program. But in my opinion, one of the most important objectives for this program is to help Arab people who stay there in America, Australia, Canada, to learn Arabic language. Okay, although I am a teacher of English language, but I will do my best to encourage anyone who stays in these countries to learn Arabic language. And I have been sending 2 letters, one for the Islamic Culture Center there in New York, and another letter for the Islamic Culture Center there in London. Invite them to learn their kids Arabic language from my school at تعليم. Okay, so I am preparing one of the teachers now, Mr. Hussein Alali, the principal of educational and training affairs. How can he use English language? He is specializing for Arabic language, but how can he be perfect in English to start our lesson? When they answer us, directly we will start our lesson. We will not take money. We open our school for them 24 hours to help them, to support them to learn Arabic language, okay, especially their kids. Because as you say, Mr. Sulaiman, that one of them can stay there in America for 10 years. Okay, so have many kids. at the beginning, they will speak English language. Where is their language? Arabic, native language. So we will support them if they answer us. We will prepare many classes for them to learn their kids Arabic language by any correct means from my school at تعليم.
And Mr. Mohammed, what future plans do you have for the programs? I'm sure that you're teaching them, then they finish the courses. What's your advice for them to continue learning, to develop their English further? Because like I mentioned to you during the break, a lot say they may travel to United States, or they may continue living here, but they may not develop their English further. What's your advice to them? Do they have to continue reading, writing, and do more courses? Or?
Yeah, actually, Mr. Suleiman, I hope my students to speak English language fast, fluently, by any correct means. The first point, I don't want them to focus on grammar. I think that the students are bored when we focus more upon grammar. So we teach grammar through conversation, through speaking. So I want the students to speak English language. Through his speaking or through his conversation, he can learn grammar. So grammar, it's not important when we focus upon skill of speaking. Speak English language, then learn grammar. And for example, if I ask a student, one of them, where did you go yesterday? He will go to me, for example, he will tell me that I go to Jeddah yesterday. I will say to him, it's a good sentence, but drop go, use went. So we teach them grammar through conversation.
More of a communication.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Mohammed, do you think this idea will support teachers of English to have experience in the most modern methods of teaching English? Because you know everything's becoming more modern, more advanced. And is there ways of techniques that you're advancing the way you teach with new technology?
Yeah. Actually, we sent a letter to Administration of Education there in Cordoba to Supervisor Mr. Walid to invite them to attend a course for teachers at my school تعليم with Mr. Philip about what? Methodology of teaching English language. So we want to see what is the most important methods of teaching English language. So advise my colleagues, the teachers of English language to know the most modern methods of teaching English language nowadays. So inshallah, next week we will do this recording with Mr. Philip or with another teacher from UK, from America, to help the students or to help the teachers to know what are the most important methods of teaching English language around the world.
Indeed, and one of the big things is for people not to be hesitant when they are learning a language. So try to feel free and express yourself. So let's say, Saud, if now, all of a sudden I ask you a surprise question, what is the message you will give to your mom from the program now in English?
Okay, I said with the camera.
You look at the camera in front of you.
I said to my mother, hi, and I love you.
Faisal, what about you? What is the message you would give to your mother?
Hello, mother.
Yes.
Keep the microphone close to you.
And I hope my mom now watching me, and I love him.
And Yusuf, for you?
Yes, I said, hi mom, thank you for your support.
Because when we speak a language, so many of the times we get confused. Are we going to make sense when we make a sentence or not? So it's really, really important for us first to feel confident and then to go ahead and talk. We wish you all the very, very best, Saud, Faisal, and Yusuf, as well as Mr. Mohammed, with all it is that you're doing and all it is that you're learning and teaching.
Thank you so much for it.
And as well as just as your teacher, Mr. Mohammed, is here, the same way as you are learning, you can teach as well to your sisters and to your brothers as well, so they would be able to understand.
Yes, and hopefully a lot of the viewers at home will get to more appreciation to learn English. So thank you, Mr. Mohammed, for joining us today.
You are welcome, Mr. Suleiman. Thank you so much.
And so, well, with this, we conclude our session as we had Mr. Mohammed joining us here in the program, along with Yusuf Al-Ghanam, as well as Saud Al-Dosari and Faisal Al-Mandal. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And well, with this, stay tuned, as still we are going to be having lots more in the program.
Hello, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Dr. Abdullah Al-Athman. I am the chairman of the board of the school.
Dr. Abdullah, can you please tell us about this event?
Okay, first of all, this school is, we are focusing in learning, and we select learning because we think we cannot prepare the student for the future unless we focus on learning. And in the same time, we know the classroom is not enough to prepare a good student for the future. So we do a lot of activity. This exhibition is one of the activity. And this time we are focusing in the medical aspect. Every student has a subject and he focusing to explain this disease, for example, obesity, diabetes, for the student to know exactly what is this disease, what's the cause, how can we prevent the other people from this disease, and at the same time it's for the public. We would like to see the public how their kids are doing in the school.
Fantastic. That means you have to teach them, some of the symptoms, if they feel it. So some of them, the kids, they still don't know how to act or react.
Believe me, since we are not depending just on the curriculum, we have different sources for the education and learning. One of the means we are depending on the online. So every group of students, each group consists of 3 to 4 students. They have to do a research on one of the disease. So it's not related to the science or the chemistry or the physics. This is outside of the curriculum. If the student just will depend on the curriculum, so that means he will not be ready for the century of 21st. So we are doing our best to put this school, different to another school.